What if I told you, a tree once cried because it missed the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Not a human, not an animal, a tree. And it didn't just make a sound, it cried like a child. This isn't poetry. This is a true miracle, witnessed by many companions. And the message behind it. It might just change how you think about your connection to the Prophet. This is the story of the crying palm trunk, one of the most beautiful and emotional moments in the life of the Prophet, peace be upon him. It reminds us that even lifeless things felt love for him. Let's take a journey back to Medina and see what happened. In the early days of the Prophet's masjid in Medina, things were simple. There was no pulpit, no microphone, no stage. When the Prophet, peace be upon him, would deliver the Friday sermon, khutbah, he would stand next to a plain palm tree trunk. He would lean on it for support while speaking to the people. As the number of Muslims grew, the companions built a wooden minbar, pulpit, so that the Prophet could stand higher and be seen and heard better. The first time the Prophet, peace be upon him, stood on that new pulpit, something strange happened. Suddenly, the companions heard a sound. It wasn't a person. It wasn't an animal. It was the palm tree, the old trunk he used to lean on. It was crying. Yes, the tree was weeping. And not just a small sound, it sobbed like a child. It missed the Prophet, peace be upon him. It felt his absence. The whole masjid could hear it. The companions were shocked. This was a miracle. The Prophet came down from the pulpit. He walked straight to the crying trunk. He hugged it, placed his hand on it, and it calmed down. The sound stopped. Peace returned to the masjid. The Prophet didn't ignore the tree. He comforted it. And then he said something powerful. By the one in whose hand is my soul, if I had not hugged it, it would have continued crying until the day of judgment. This wasn't just a tree. It had love, real love, for the Prophet. And it teaches us a lesson. If a tree can love the Prophet so deeply, what about our hearts? How often do we miss him? How often do we read his words, follow his Sunnah, or send peace and blessings upon him? This story is not just a miracle, it's a mirror. A mirror to check our connection with the Prophet, peace be upon him. The crying palm reminds us, love for the Prophet is not optional. It's part of our faith. So let's revive that love. Read about his life. Follow his example. Say, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad often. And never let our hearts be harder than a tree trunk. Subscribe for more stories that bring the Prophet's life closer to yours. And share this video. Someone out there might need this reminder today.